Hi, good morning everyone. I've been told that I should be doing my recipes and my recipe testings live. So here I am about to bring you all a very nice recipe called red velvet waffles. So if you all are up this morning, you might look at some of these ingredients. Some of them you might already have in your home, but here we go. Here are some of the ingredients you'll need to make this recipe. So standard ingredients that you already have, you have your vanilla, your salt, your flour, baking powder, sugar, white vinegar, buttermilk. You need about 6 tablespoons of softened butter. You got some baking cocoa powder. You need about 2 eggs and a waffle iron. So I'm using just a standard waffle iron. Mine is actually pretty big. You'll need some olive oil cooking spray, a couple different sets of tongs depending on how you want to take out the things. You'll also need 6 ounces of cream cheese, another 6 things of sweetened butter, 6 tablespoons of sweetened butter. You also need some powdered sugar as well, and that's going to be for our cream cheese glaze. So we're going to get started, and this is literally my first time making a recipe, so you'll see me fumble, you'll see me do everything else, but just wanted to show you all that cooking is all about practice, and practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna put this down, probably the worst angle ever, but you guys are literally about to see me cook. So we're about to take 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. And in our first bowl, we're just gonna add into here. Hi, Jiria. I miss you. You and your beautiful face. Congratulations on your marriage and your baby. We are going to take 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I got a cameraman now, guys. It's my cousin Vaughn. Everybody say hi to my cousin Vaughn. So, with flour, this isn't like when you're making bread where you have to like pack it down or you have to like shift it to make sure that it's fine. This is, you're just gonna take 2 cups leveled out of your whole purpose flour. All right. Next, we're gonna take about a tablespoon of your cocoa baking powder. So just your normal standard baking powder. Some call for unsweetened, but if you buy the baking powder, the cocoa baking powder, it's already unsweetened. So 1 tablespoon there. Now we're going to do 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So your standard baking powder. Most of my ingredients, because I'm really like a person that's all about being frugal and conservative, so a lot of my items come from Aldi's, Save-A-Lots, or any kind of, you know, branding that's not really expensive. If you're a true baker, they would totally like disagree with what I'm saying. They would say buy the finest ingredients, but since I'm just cooking breakfast, this is fine enough. So we're doing 4 teaspoons. So I have my teaspoon, that was 1. Again, just level it out. 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to take a 3/4 teaspoon. I can't find my 3/4 over here. Oh well, it's the same one. 3/4 one, and we are gonna do salt. So I'm gonna take my 1 teaspoon and just fill it up partially. So not quite all the way full of salt. All right, and then we have 1 3/4 cup of buttermilk. Now, a lot of people don't have this in their house, so if you wanna make this recipe, make sure you definitely have buttermilk. It's not the same as heavy whipping cream. It's totally different, but a lot of people use this to make it a little bit more weighted in their cooking and to give it more of like a fluffiness. So 1 3/4 cup. So I have my little cup thing here. The first one's gonna be just 1 cup. It is thick, it's very thick. I really don't like the smell of it. It's kind of sour, but I mean, recipe calls for it. So 1 cup, and then I'm gonna go to my 3/4 cup line. And 3/4 cup. All right. Next, we are going to add our melted but cooled 6 tablespoons of butter. We're just gonna add that in. And you wanna pour it all the way in. All right. And then we have half a teaspoon of white vinegar. Vaughn, let me know if there's people online. Anybody joining us?
Manisha.
Oh, hey Manisha, how you doing, girl? I'm acting a plum fool today, y'all. It's my first time ever going live, but you know, people were like, you should do it. And I think I'm pretty cool enough to be out here like this. I think, at least, I don't know. We'll see by the time this is over. What did I just do with my teaspoon? Just that fast. Oh, that's, okay, here, I found it. Sorry. And then we also are going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now, there is some Madagascar vanilla that's out there in the world. Purchase it. It's literally from like the motherlands, and I heard it is like the most wonderful vanilla ever. It's the purest of form. And if you are a purist or a baker and you really love baking, it's like considered organic and like the best. So we have that. Last, for this batter, we have 2 eggs. Don't laugh at me, I am not a pro in cracking eggs. I'm actually gonna crack it on a different container because I'm afraid I'm gonna put eggshells in the actual batter. Oh, that wasn't too bad, huh? Hey, beast, okay. Okay, so those are our 2 eggs. And what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna do it with just a gentle sweep through of the batter. Here, you guys can look at it right now. Just gonna do a general sweep through, and then I'm actually gonna whisk it together. So I wanna make sure that everything looks good together. And you're starting to get a chemical reaction actually from our vinegar, from our baking soda, baking powder, and the vinegar that we put in. So I can already hear it kind of like popping and fizzling. Also for this recipe, you're gonna need red food coloring. A lot of people don't carry that in their homes unless you have small children and you bake cookies for Christmas and all that fun stuff. But you will also need that. I'm gonna show you why this recipe needs to also be whisked as well, because sometimes the dry ingredients get a little bit lumpy and you need to kind of smooth it out a little bit more. So if you look and notice, the recipe is already like this brownish tinge. The red is gonna heighten it up. Now, the one thing about the red food coloring is once you add it, it's gonna be a dark color, but then when you cook it, it's gonna turn out lighter. So you wanna make it look extremely dark when you first are creating it. So then when it cooks out, it'll be the red that you actually want it to be. So I'm actually just getting it all together here. I'm probably working up a sweat because I normally don't whisk. I normally use my beater, so this looks good. Now I'm going to use my whisk and actually go in on it to get it even more smoother. Get it a little inside. So back behind me, I already have my waffle iron on. I already have it greased and I already have it preheated. So it's going to be ready for this batter the moment that I'm ready for it to be placed. So I'm just saying whatever it sounds like it, don't it? Hey y'all. So I'm getting ready to add my food coloring. As you see, the whisk just did an amazing job with smoothing it out even more. So if you have a beater, a cake beater, use that. A mixer, that's the real true definition of what I should be saying. But if you have a blender or a mixer, use that. Don't use a whisk, don't use your arms if you don't want to, but I need the exercise today. So red food dye, nothing special. I think it was like $2.99 and you got like 5 or 6 colors. So we're choosing the red. They have blue, have all primary colors. So blue, green, and yellow with the red. So I'm gonna start just by putting in a few dots. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna whisk it, see if we like the color. And then we're gonna continue to add gradually based on what we feel our color should be.
Marina just joined.
Hi Marina, how are you doing? brings everybody together, I swear. So, this right here is a light pink that we got going so far. I'm wisping it up. We are making red velvet waffles today, everyone, with the cream cheese glaze. I've already mixed in my dry products with my wet products. I already have the waffle iron going. And now I'm adding my food color so we can get a little bit of the red that we see in the red velvet. So that's a nice pink. I don't do muted colors of red. I only do red. Shout out DST. And we're just gonna keep mixing.
Sean Woods just came in.
Hi Sean, how are you doing? Sean is the best salesman down in Decatur. If you ever need a car or vehicle, go see Sean. Sean, you at Bob Brady, right? Shout out to Sean at Bob Brady Dodge. Go visit him if you need a new whip this summer. All right, we're making red velvet waffles today. So that's my second set. I still don't like the color. That's gonna come out pink after we cook it. I'm gonna keep going.
Darnisha just joined.
Hi Darnisha, one of my fellow cooks and foodies. Nice of you to join me this morning. We are making red velvet waffles, everyone. So right now all I'm doing is adding dye. I've mixed in all my dry ingredients. And I'm just trying to get the color consistency of what I actually want it to be. Now, we had a muted pink at first, a bright pink, and I think I'm almost there. It's still not as dark as I like. I'm gonna show you guys this. Give me a thumbs up or a heart if you agree. If not, I'm gonna add one more layer of red food coloring.
Derek Cubo Smith just joined.
Hey, Cuzzo, what's up, Derek? So, y'all see, this what live would do to you. I ain't no cooking professional, making messes. So, I'm gonna put that in there, and then I'm gonna wipe my hand off. Because I'm one of those people who don't like to get their hands dirty while they're cooking. So, here we go. Oh, look, even better. So, you can tell the more you add the different layers, the more rich it'll become in color. Now, I don't know how many people online actually know, but I really do love to cook. Not the most professional cook, not the most educated cook in regards to like gourmet cooking and chef way of cooking, but I really do love to cook. All the time on Snapchat, follow me, Regal Purple 22. I post all of my videos of me doing my meal prep for the week. I will tell you, my lifestyle is to become a vegan, but right now I'm mostly vegetarian, so you'll see a lot of that. And then occasionally when I'm traveling or I'm with friends, I'll eat like chicken or fish. So it's a lifestyle change, it's dramatic. I do not advise you to jump all the way straight in unless you are fully committed and dedicated. But I do say if you have a good 30 days to practice it, it really does have some awesome health benefits. So I think I've achieved the color that I really wanted. But back to my whole saying is, people who know me and people who know that I love to cook, I'm also a kitchen gadget girl. So I found this awesome batter dispenser that we will be using today for our waffles. It also has a strainer on it and can be doubled as a grease separator for those who actually still cook with grease. But we're gonna be using it as our batter dispenser. I love it because it will lock the batter and then release the batter out of it. Also has your measuring guide in case you actually wanna make the batter inside of the container. Unfortunately, no, it's not Pampered Chef. And I ordered it from some little kid that had a fundraiser, so I don't remember where I got it. But I will post the box later so you all can see what the box looked like and maybe we can find it together.
Linda Jenkins just joined.
Hey, cousin Linda! Kayla? Oh.
Kelsey.
I don't know. Somebody else just joined, but hi.
Swinford.
Oh, Kalika. Hey, Kalika. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm pouring my batter into my dispenser. Y'all know I'm clowning today. I am probably like the person who needs to be edited and filtered all the way out. But this is supposed to make 10 to 12 regular sized pancakes. But since everybody who knows me knows I'm dramatic and over the top. My waffle iron makes 4 regular size pancakes all at one time. So I'm putting the batter in there. It's the cutest little thing, y'all. Like, look at this. Like, this is so adorable. And it's nice and red. And while our first waffle is cooking, we're gonna attempt to make our cream cheese glaze. Anybody have any questions so far? Or anything that y'all wanna talk to me about? So there's my waffle iron. It's already greased, it's already hot. And we're literally just gonna get ready to pour batter. I love this thing. This is my second time using it. And I did it for pancakes, and it makes like the perfect like shapely pancakes that you want. Like, and it's control. You can start and stop the drip at any time. Like, to me, that's business, because sometimes you don't want to have to guess how much batter to throw in there. And I like it because the measurements on the side actually tells you how much you've actually released into the pan. Now, I've been known to overfill this waffle iron, so I have learned recently where to stop, and I'm almost at my stopping portion of it. I'm gonna keep shaking it because it looks like I still got some clumps in here that the batter container is not really loving. I'm almost at my stopping point.
Michelle Henry Sangster joined.
Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you today. Thank you for joining me on my live demonstration of me recipe testing red velvet waffles. Now, the funny thing about this, so I'm at my halfway point because I'm scared and nervous that I'm going to overfill the waffle iron, but I'm going to go ahead and close it. My waffle iron will beep. Yeah, that's not enough. I can already tell. But like I said, recipe testing, this is live, this is errors, this is risk. This is not calculated, it's no formulas, it's just me and a recipe. And y'all watching me live on Facebook. So I just appreciate y'all joining me this Sunday morning and making this. I'm trying to end my birthday with a bang. So the waffle iron is going to finish cooking the rest of that. But we need to move on to our next piece of our dish, which is our cream cheese glaze. So I've already had my cream cheese softening, my butter softening, which I don't think is probably soft enough, and then also some confection sugar, and then I'm also going to pull out milk. Now, I don't drink regular milk anymore. I drink almond milk, so you'll be seeing me use almond milk with this recipe. This recipe calls for 6 ounces of cream cheese. It calls for 6 tablespoons of butter, which I have here. It also calls for 2 cups of powdered sugar, which, like I said, all my ingredients come from like off brands like Aldi's or whatever, just because I believe in saving costs. If you are a true baking extraordinaire, I apologize. Also vanilla, we'll be using vanilla here again, and then also a cup and a half or up to, a half a cup or up to a cup of milk. So I'm gonna exchange my buttermilk out for my, don't go inside my refrigerator. Bye, Shan's G. Up to, got my almond milk. All right. Y'all, going live is work. I feel like I'm like at work providing for a presentation for like some elite people. So y'all make me feel like I'm really doing something really important right now. All right, so trying to clean up my kitchen because I also believe that kitchens should be clean when you're cooking. I don't believe in doing anything. I'm gonna soften my butter, so I'm gonna put this in the microwave for about 15 seconds to soften it up a little bit. All right. If you have an awesome waffle iron, it might beep to let you know the waffles are done. Mine is a little old school, so it'll go from red to green. So if you see me keep looking back, I'm trying to see that the colors are shifting and that I don't actually overcook my waffles. So we have the cream cheese. I'm gonna open this up. It's pretty soft. And I'm gonna add the whole thing because I love cream cheese and I love cream cheese frosting. So I'm actually gonna put in the whole thing, which is only 8 ounces of cream cheese into the actual mixing bowl. We have any questions so far? Everybody just being real good watching me? Okay, y'all making me nervous. All right, well.
Terrence Mallory just joined.
What up, Terrence? Me and Terrence go way back to like French Academy days. Like real talk, it's been years, right? He's really cool with my brother. I know they do some coaching and some friendships and different things like that. So what up, Terrence? I appreciate you joining me today. Oh, here's the green light on for the waffles, so come give a look. All right, I'm a little nervous, but here we go. Oh, it turned out pretty. Probably could have put a little bit more batter on it to kind of make it full, a little bit more fuller. But as you see, my waffle iron is pretty big, and I got almost 4 big waffles. So I'm gonna remove this and put it on the plate. Hot, 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 really hot. And I'm gonna go ahead and spray it again. I'm just using olive oil cooking spray. Aldi's also has a coconut oil cooking spray. You can use that as well. But any type of cooking spray will work. I might be able to get, let's see how much batter comes out. I probably should mix it again. Okay, y'all, so the goal was not to go to 3, is to go to 4. So this is going too slow. Here we go. Let's see what we can get with this last one. I need it to be perfect. All right, here we go. All right, we are going to let that cook one more time. And we're gonna finish up this cream cheese frosting. So I've already put in my cream cheese. Now I need to add a half a cup. We'll start off with a half a cup of milk. And then we will do we'll kind of mix it around and see what it looks like. And then we'll do another half a cup of milk to see if it kind of has the consistency that we're looking for. So that's my half a cup. I'm gonna wait and hold off on that. And now I'm gonna put in my 1 teaspoon of my vanilla extract. I kind of like vanilla. So I'm gonna cheat a little bit. And then my butter, let's see where my butter is. Okay, it's a little melted more than what I wanted, but I'm gonna pour this in there. And my cream cheese is stuck to my lovely spoon. So I'm putting that in there. I don't know how long we've been running this live video, but for those of you who may have joined us, we are making red velvet waffles this morning with a cream cheese glaze. So this is probably about to be the most messiest opening of this container.
Bobby Mallory just joined.
Huh?
Bobby Mallory.
Hey, Bobby! I'm sorry I missed you last week when you were here. I would have so loved to see you, but you looked amazing. So we're gonna do, going back to the recipe, we're gonna do 2 cups of your powdered sugar or your confectioner's sugar. Right now we are making a cream cheese glaze. I keep looking back at my waffle iron because we have our other waffle going.
Bobby just said hey.
Hey girl. So again, this is not like where it needs to be leveled out completely. Y'all, I'm really being very particular right now, and I probably would never do like this in my life, but I'm trying to save face in front of live Facebook and not make like a tremendous mess with this. Okay, that's my 2 cups. Okay, now I'm gonna whisk this just really quick, just a good turn. Oopsie, told y'all. And then I'm gonna add my milk. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna add my milk because I need this powdered sugar to not be going ham on me. So that's my first cup, my first half cup. So it says up to a whole cup of milk. So I'm kind of getting it in there. And I'm really nervous because I don't like messes. So here we go.
Decina Simmons.
Hi, Decina. Haven't seen you in a long time either, girl. Thank you for joining me today. We are making red velvet waffles with cream cheese glaze. And right now, my waffle says it's done. So here we go. We're moving over to the waffles. Oh, okay, not too shabby. I don't know what I'm gonna have to keep working on this formula for what it looks like. Okay. So they're nice and red. That's the one good thing about it. So our waffles are set. I'm gonna unplug my waffle iron because I think I have enough because there's only 3 of us that's actually eating it this morning. But I might need to switch to a wooden spoon. This rubber spatula is not my friend this morning. But right now I am currently making the cream cheese glaze. We have put in 2 cups of powdered sugar, a container or a package of cream cheese. We put in a tablespoon of vanilla, and we also have up to a cup of, I put almond milk, but you can use regular milk or whole. The recipe calls for whole milk, but I'm trying to stay away from dairy products. So here we go. I'm whisking it up. I'm only still with the 1/2 of a cup of milk, so I'm gonna leave it to where it's not, I'm not gonna add any more milk because it's really thick right now. And I'm gonna move over to my smaller whisk. So you can see it's kind of coming together. My cream cheese probably could have been a little bit softened. So that means I'm just gonna have to work the mess out of this to get it to the consistency that I want it to be. So, but trial and error, right? Live recipe testing with me, so. It's coming along. I might add some more, let's see. It doesn't have anything. Not too shabby. It tastes really good, actually. It's kind of got this whole vanilla flair to it. Of course, because we added vanilla. But I'm saying, like, it really tastes, like, very strong with vanilla.
Edward Wells just joined.
Who?
Edward Wells.
Hey, Ed! It's my brother, y'all. Making red velvet waffles with a cream cheese glaze. So I've been kind of reading the recipe as we've been going along. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more. Was somebody saying something?
Edwards LOL. Look at you, sissy. Whip game.
I need some background music, don't I? Probably should have some background music. Y'all, I'm working up a sweat beating this thing like this. It's crazy.
Decina said, sounds so good.
It's delicious. Like, it's really good. I wish I would have had let my cream cheese settle. But I think where we are right now, don't laugh, but it's a little clunky. But we have cream cheese frosting now. I'm about to add a little bit of more confectioners or powdered sugar to it, just to kind of thicken it up a little bit, make it not so extra clumpy, and see what that helps to do with the recipe. It might balance it out a little bit more. All right. Now, for those of you guys who like butter, this would be the perfect time to like butter your waffles and get them all set. Because I'm cooking for multiple people this morning, I'm not gonna butter their waffles for them. I'm just gonna allow them to kind of, you know, fix their waffles the way that they like. But this would be the perfect time while we're waiting for the cream cheese frosting to set, to kind of take your waffles, place them, and get them ready for the glaze. Okay, so to my error, the cream cheese not being as soft, which is fine. That's what recipe testing is for. I'm practicing. The glaze isn't as, you know, thin and frothy as I like it. It's a little lumpy, but you live and you learn and practice, practice, practice. So this is probably the true consistency of what it's gonna be based on what I just did. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna, I'm not a good plater, but we are actually gonna plate this recipe. Just like we would do in a real cooking show. I'm practicing. So let me get out a plate. I have gigantic waffles, as you all can see. Beautiful, beautiful, gigantic waffles. And what I'm gonna do is, my hair is sticking to my face. I'm gonna kind of take one. I'm gonna kind of try to make something pretty out of it. All right, so I'm probably gonna do, well, we could do it, no, I'm not gonna do it. Let's do it like that, okay? And then we're gonna take the glaze, which is probably not the best glaze in the world. I don't like the glaze, y'all. I'm kind of upset with the glaze. I'm really upset with the glaze, actually. I'm like really angry right now about my glaze. You guys are seeing Candace pout and have a whole attitude about this glaze. Okay, so it's not looking good to me, so I don't really want to put it on here. It looks kind of not like I want it to look. Aww. But you're supposed to be able to stream it over. This looks really not that well. Okay, so we're putting the glaze, and then you're also supposed to take, that does not look good, y'all. Recipe testing. No one accounted for an error going wrong in the recipe. And then we're just gonna take a little bit of powdered sugar and kind of sprinkle it over. Okay, that kind of helps for it to not, this looks horrible. And I'm glad I can laugh at it, but it's not as good as I thought it would look. But here, in true form of cooking shows, I have to taste my recipe to see if my recipe tastes as good as I tried or attempted to cook it. So here we go. You know what? The next recipe, we're putting the glaze in a cup on the side, and then you could just dip it, and then the powdered sugar on top. That's probably what I should have did for you guys. I will. So here we go. Tasting my recipe. I have the waffle. Oh, look at it. It actually is like fluffy and light. The waffle is a beast. So fluffy, light, nice little crisp on it. It's nice and crispy. Little powdered sugar. I'm going to get some of this glaze. Some powdered sugar, and I'm going to taste it.
Guerrero just joined.
Oh, no.
Alethea.
Oh my God, it's really good. This is good. So,
Ashley Short just joined.
hey Ash.
And Alethea.
Hey Alethea. So this is actually quite business. The glaze might not have turned out the way that I liked it, but the waffle's on point. It's nice, it's moist, it has the right amount of crisp to it. The powdered sugar and the cream cheese glaze actually taste amazing. Even though my aesthetics of how it actually looks doesn't look too well, but I think I did a pretty good job today. So, it's really good. So I'm gonna finish cooking breakfast. I have probably another set of waffles that I'm going to make. But thank you all for joining me today. Feel free to leave your comments, like. I'm gonna post the video later, you can share. Totally call out my bluff later when I say, oh, I did an amazing job. But, you know, thank you for taking the time this morning, this Sunday, to be with me. And who knows, I might attempt to do another recipe next Sunday. So until then, thank you everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Lisa Dyson just joined.
Oh, hey. Well, I'm getting off right now, but, you know, feel free to leave your comments. I'm going to post the recipe again later today. And I'm also going to show you that batter dispenser as well, so you all can be able to go out and purchase it. So talk to you soon. All right, bye.